You are looking at the Megalodon's biggest enemy. Welcome back, Charlie here. Megalodons were the biggest and scariest sharks to ever exist. You may think nothing could beat a Megalodon, but you'd be wrong. Here are some real animals that could kill a Megalodon shark. First, we have to look at the Cetatherium. This animal is also known as the whale beast. These massive animals had large pointy teeth. This allowed them to kill and eat fish, but also bigger animals like dolphins, whales, and sharks, including massive sharks like the Megalodon. These went extinct in the Pliocene era, but if they were still around today, they would be very dangerous to humans. They would mainly spend time at the surface of the ocean, that is, near the top where humans and boats would be. Megalodons were said to be around 40 to 60 feet long, while Cetatheriums were 30 to 40 feet long. It's safe to say Megalodons were definitely bigger, but thanks to Cetatherium's massive size and gigantic sharp teeth, they could have definitely battled and even killed Megalodons. Moving on, we have to look at the Leviathan. The Leviathan is one of the biggest animals to ever exist. Leviathans are actually a type of whale. These whales were a massive 50 feet long, which is the same size as many Megalodon, but Leviathans weighed even more than a Megalodon, coming in at a massive 50 tons. Megalodons weighed around the same, meaning that between these two massive animals it would be a fair fight. Experts believed that Megalodons and Leviathans actually did overlap, meaning they were alive at the same time, so it wouldn't be outrageous to say that these two likely had fights in the past. They even shared the same territory, and at times may have gone into each other's waters, either by accident or to gain more underwater territory. In 2008, a Leviathan's skull was found off the coast of Peru. This confirmed the existence of this massive whale, and for the first time we got to see its massive size in real life. Leviathans were most commonly found off the coast of South America. Megalodons were also in this area, meaning that they most definitely crossed paths. The scary thing about Leviathans is it said their teeth are even bigger than Megalodons. It also had a bigger brain, meaning it was smarter, so maybe in some fights Leviathans came out on top. Next, we have to look at the Nothosaurus. This oceanic reptile was massive and very feared by every animal. It could actually go underwater and on land. They were found in North Africa, Asia, and even Europe. The Nothosaurus was actually much faster than Megalodons. That's because it was smaller and much lighter. They went extinct over 100 million years ago. The Nothosaurus had a massive long neck. It also had long limbs and a very long tail. These could be over 10 meters long sometimes. They would use their webbed feet and tail to propel them fast in the water, making them incredibly strong and fast swimmers. Almost no animal could outrun this massive lizard. They would hunt fish and other large animals. Its insanely sharp teeth would make them a very feared predator. Their teeth would easily be able to tear through very thick skin, maybe even whale and shark skin similar to what the Megalodon had. Moving on, let's look at the Zygophysetta. This animal was basically unknown until 2016. That's when a complete Zygophysetta skeleton was found, discovered off the shores of southern Italy. These lived in the Miocene period around 7 million years ago. They were mainly found in the Mediterranean Sea, which is where some Megalodons also roamed. Zygophyssettas were over 20 feet long. They would hunt in a very unique way. They used echolocation to seek out their prey. This included some very large animals. Their teeth were a massive 10 inches, and they had a total of 27 of these massive teeth. They would eat jellyfish, dolphins, whales, and sharks. Zygophyssettas had full mouth functionality, meaning that they would stand a good chance against a Megalodon. Moving on, let's look at the giant octopus. The giant octopus lived millions of years ago. The Megalodon and the giant octopus were said to be mortal enemies. The exact species of the giant octopus is unknown, but several carcasses of these have been found over the years. Because they went extinct so long ago, there's very little information about this massive animal, but I can only imagine how deadly a fight between these and Megalodons would be. The giant octopus would squirt ink into the sea, making it very hard for Megalodon to even see what was going on. It also had very strong and long tentacles to wrap up its prey. The only downside is the giant octopus had no teeth. This means it may not be great for attacking a Megalodon. It could probably confuse and get away from a Megalodon quite easily, and even constrict the Megalodon with its massive tentacles. But when it comes to actually killing the Megalodon, the giant octopus may be out of luck. Next, we have to look at the Titanoboa. If you've been watching Top 10s for a while, you'll know about the Titanoboa. It was the biggest snake to ever live. They were a massive 50 feet long. What many people don't know is that Titanoboas lived underwater as well as on land. Some believe Titanoboas could actually kill Megalodon. The giant snake was known for wrapping up its prey and constricting it. It would then swallow its prey whole and slowly consume it. But maybe the Megalodon would be way too big to swallow whole. Titanoboas did weigh an entire ton, and a single bite from them can prove to be fatal. So in a fight with the Megalodon, there's a decent chance the Titanoboa would come out on top. It's not actually known if these two animals ever crossed paths. Next, let's look at the Dunkleosteus. The Dunkleosteus is a massive armored fish. These fish survived a massive 50 million years, mainly thanks to their Teflon-grade armor. Soldiers should literally wear these when at war. That's how strong their armor is. They had large plates of bone all over them, causing them to weigh over a ton. They had a very sharp jawbone, and two gigantic fangs coming off this. They also had a bite force of 80,000 pounds. This has led to some giving them the nickname vampire fish. But could it defeat a Megalodon? Well, the Megalodon's bite force was 180,000 pounds, more than double the Dunkleosteus. Some believe the Dunkleosteus and the Megalodon may have gone head to head. Personally, I'd put my money on the Megalodon winning, but the Dunkleosteus's armor would definitely make it feared competition. Finally, let's look at the Ramphosuchus. The Ramphosuchus is one of the biggest crocodiles to ever roam Earth. The Ramphosuchus was around 40 feet long. It lived in the waters of the Indian subcontinent, and lived in the Miocene period with the Megalodon. It had a very long, thin snout, and also many teeth to capture and kill prey. It's believed this animal ate large fish, sharks, and also whales. Its very long tail made it a strong and fast swimmer. It would go into oceans and rivers to eat food, and this is where it's believed to have encountered Megalodon. It had a very long and strong bite, meaning it would have been a big challenge for Megalodon to kill. Who knows, maybe this massive crocodile would have even come out on top. But now it's time to make your voice heard. Comment below which of these animals you think would have been the biggest enemy for Megalodon. If you want to see my short videos, then check out my Shorts channel. I've been Charlie, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, then what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.